This is an introduction to income tax filing for international students and scholars in F or J status at UC Berkeley and their dependents. All international students and scholars who were present in the U.S. in 1 year are required to file income tax forms in the following year. This is regardless of whether you earned any income. Dependents must also file tax forms. Let's start with some important terms. The IRS, or Internal Revenue Service, is the U.S. tax collection agency. They collect taxes and enforce tax laws. An income tax return, or tax return, is a name for the annual tax forms that you complete and mail to the IRS. It's called a tax return because after you file, you may get some money back. Residency refers to your tax filing status. You may be a non-resident alien or a resident alien for tax purposes, depending on how long you've been here. Your residency affects your tax filing obligations. GTP is free tax filing software available to most UC Berkeley students and scholars in F or J status and their dependents. A W-2 is a form you will receive from your employer if you had a job. It documents the income you earned and the amount of tax that was withheld from that income. And a 1042-S is a tax form you may receive if you received funding in excess of tuition and fees, or if you received income that is exempt from tax withholding because of a tax treaty. Remember that if you were present in the U.S. in F or J status in 1 calendar year, you are required to file tax forms in the following year. If, for example, you arrived in December of 1 year, it still counts as being present in that year, so you'll have to file tax forms in the following year, and you need to file even if you did not make any income. Here's a timeline of the tax filing process for non-resident aliens. Please note that we explain tax residency in another video. If you were present in the U.S. in 1 year and earned income, then in the following year you will receive some tax forms. If you worked and earned wages, you will receive a Form W-2 from your employer. Employers are required to send this out by January 31st. If you received certain types of funding from UC Berkeley, you may receive a 1042-S. This will be available to you before March 15th. You can learn more about these forms in our tax forms video. After you receive your forms, you can log into GTP to prepare your tax return. You will have to print out the forms, sign them, and mail them to the IRS by the tax filing deadline. If you earned no U.S. source income, you will need to complete and mail Form 8843 to the IRS by June 15th. Non-resident aliens using GTP to prepare their tax return must print out and mail their forms to the IRS. These forms cannot be submitted electronically. Non-resident aliens filing Form 8843 by June 15th must also mail the form to the IRS. It cannot be submitted electronically. Thank you for watching. Please note that Berkeley International Office advisors are not tax advisors. We are unable to answer specific questions about your taxes or tax forms. If you have general questions, please check our FAQ page. If you can't find the answer there, you can email biohelp@berkeley.edu.